I want to start a short little series. We're going to do 3 days on understanding brain science and how it helps you get your inner calm. So, what if somebody told you you could actually control your brain? The good news is you can. Even if your anxiety makes you think you can't, you can. You need a little bit of practice, you need a little bit of knowledge, but brain science isn't rocket science. Brain science, there's a lot of it out there, and we can help you learn how to control things in a way that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. It's a skill that can be learned. Takes some time, takes some practice, takes a lot of patience, but you can get there. Are you ready to learn how to be calm under pressure? Let's start the first point. Day one. Tomorrow we'll do some more. First one is about understanding fight and flight. Sometimes fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Those are the 4 different ways that you can react to a stressful situation. Fight, well, you obviously know that one. You're going to get ready to beat up somebody, you're going to get ready to verbally abuse somebody, you're going to just react in anger. Flight, you're the kind that runs. Freeze, you're the kind that gets the deer in the headlights look and can't think of anything to say or do, and you just freeze there. Fawn are the ones who, in a stressed response, immediately begin to people please and try to calm the person down and do whatever you need to do to get that other person to not be so angry or not be so frightful, so fearful. And so fight, fright, freeze, and fawn are the 4 different responses. You will have a primary one and you might have a secondary one. But one of those 4 responses is your response to an adrenaline rush caused usually by fear, some kind of a response. To put it simply, you'll either choose one of those 4 reactions as a way to take over what is considered to be a life threat. Now the problem is, life threats aren't really very common, and yet in our modern world we react to all these things as if they were. When our brain senses danger, when we experience things outside of the normal, you feel your body tense up, you get this adrenaline rush along with 200 other chemicals that come flying out of your whole system in order to allow you to do one of those 4 things. But you really need to ask yourself, is my life actually in danger here? Is this really a life or death situation? Because that's what your body's preparing for. What if you could respond to stress in a different way? Well, you can. And it's a matter of learning how to shut off that fight or flight, figuring out how to calm down and realize that things actually will be okay, that this will pass, that this isn't going to actually threaten your life in most cases, and choosing to respond differently, consciously telling your brain this is not a life or death event, calm down, breathe, talking yourself off the ledge kind of thing, because it will become a life or death if you don't. Your body responds to all that acid, all that fight or flight responses, whether it's freezing or fawning or whatever response you choose. You don't want to do those when you open your bills and look at them and cascade your body full of all those chemicals and overreact into something that is not actually life-threatening. It may feel like it at the moment, but it's really not. And the problem is when we use that response to all the things that are stressful in our life, we just live bathed in that fight or flight response, and then we can't think properly. We develop digestive problems. We develop all sorts of things that come out of living in that fight or flight response. So we want to figure out how to talk ourselves down. We'll talk some more about that tomorrow.